In this video, we are going to learn about variables. So a variable is a letter or a symbol that stands in for a quantity that can either change or is unknown. So for example, you might use the letter C to represent the number of chickens. You don't know how many chickens someone has, or maybe the amount of chickens sometimes changes. An expression is a mathematical phrase that uses some combination of numbers, variables, and operators. Operators being like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, among others. So for an expression, you might have, let's say, C plus 5, if you wanted to represent the unknown number of chickens plus 5 other animals. An equation is closely related to an expression. It is like a type of expression that also uses an equals sign. So you might say that the number of chickens plus 5 other animals equals the total number of animals on the farm, let's say, which could be 30. This is an equation because it has an equal sign with something else on the other side. So probably the most important distinction here is that an equation has an equal sign, whereas an expression does not. But both of them use variables. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of an exercise involving writing expressions. So I want you to create this little table in your notebook where on one side we're going to draw a visual, and on the other side we're going to write an expression to represent it. So first, let's say we're just going to have a box that contains some unknown quantity. And for our expression, we need something to represent that unknown quantity. So let's use a variable. N is sometimes used as a basic general variable because it can sort of stand for number, right? So let's say that our expression for just one box would be N. Then let's say that along with our unknown amount, now we are going to add 3 units to it. We're going to say that the circles are each worth 1. Well, now our expression could be that we have the unknown amount plus 3, because those 3 are known. We know exactly what they are. Now let's say that we have 2 more of that unknown amount. Now, because these boxes are all part of the same problem, we are going to assume that they all have the same amount in them. So we don't know how much is in each box, but we're assuming they're all the same because we've drawn them the same. So for our expression, we could say that this is n plus n plus n plus 3. That's true, but there's probably an easier way. So we know that since all 3 are the same, we could say that we have n times 3, because there's 3 of those boxes, 3 identical n's, and then plus the 3 units. Or sometimes in algebra, you'll even see the fact that there's 3 of those boxes, 3 of that variable, written as just 3n, right next to each other with no symbol in between. And this right now is why I stopped using an x for multiplication much earlier in the year, because if we wrote 3xn, then it's hard to tell if these are if the x is a variable or if the x is multiplication. So that's why I haven't been doing that all year, and I'm going to continue not doing that now, but now I'm going to insist that you don't do that either. Okay, so I've been trying to get you in the habit of not using x for multiplication, but now I have to insist. No more x for multiplication. All right, so just to recap, this image right here where we have the 3 unknown boxes plus our 3 ones can be written as n plus n plus n plus 3, or n times 3 plus 3, or 3n plus 3. And this one right here is the one that I'm going to use most often. All right, let's go ahead and do another one. This time I'm going to draw the visual, and I want you to pause and write down the expression that you think would represent it. Okay, so I've drawn 2 boxes and 5 small unit circles. Write down what expression you think that could be. Did you write 2n plus 5? Or 2 times n plus 5? If you reverse the order of the 2 and the n, that's fine. All right, next one. I have 1 box and 4 unit circles. Write the expression. Did you write n plus 4? All right, now let's build on that one. This time let's just do 5 boxes. I wrote this as 5n. You also could have written it as 5 times n, or you could have reversed that to do n times 5. However, we don't normally do n 5. If you're going to reverse the order, you kind of have to put that time symbol back in. I wish I could tell you why that is, but normally we put the number first before the letter. And finally, let's do this one. What expression would you write for that? There are 2 ways you could write this. The first one would be just as 3n plus 6, because there's 1, 2, 3 n's, and then 2, 4, 6 units. However, you could also say that this is 3 times the quantity n plus 2. And I'm not going to take the time to really explain that right now. I'm just throwing it out there as something interesting to think about. You might be able to see a connection between that and the distributive property that we learned earlier this year. Okay, now it's time for our practice problem. I want you to copy down the visual and write an expression for it. We will correct this in class tomorrow.